Hello everyone's I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free all day every day. I'm here for American Horror Story season 7 episode 2. Now before y'all get to asking what I got going on here, I forgot American Horror Story come on tonight. Yeah, I didn't moisturize my hair real good and put my scarf on and wash my face good and put some vitamin E oil on. Then about 10 minutes before the show came on, I was like, oh snap, it comes on tonight. I didn't want to take down my hair because like I said, it was nice and moisturized. Didn't want to wipe off my vitamin E oil because that's a waste of vitamin E oil. So y'all just gonna get me in my nighttime routine tonight. Okay, I apologize in advance. I'm not feeling Ivy. I'm just gonna go out there and say that certain stuff that she's doing now, granted, Allie is a lot. She's scared of everything under the sun. So I can get Ivy at certain points like, look here, I don't want to be going through this for the next 30 and 40 years. You freaking out every left and right. But I'm like, has she been freaking out like this a lot? I mean, I know it's right after election and, you know, she's all in her feelings. But like, you know she got these phobias. You knew she had these phobias before you got with her. But there's certain things she's doing that I'm really side-eyeing her on. And I know I can't be the only one thinking that. But back to this episode. Allie, she in bed sleeping, and she roll over to what she thinks is Ivy, and there's a clown. So of course she freaks out, runs downstairs all out of breath, and I'm like, how many seasons do we have to have Sarah Paulson running around scared and crying? Just want to know that. So she's trying to get Ivy, like, look Ivy, there was a clown out there. So Ivy gotta, of course, get a knife, expect to see what things is going on. But I'm like, if people not believing what you're saying, maybe you should get a GoPro and put it on your head, or have some hidden cameras that only you know about so you can capture them. Like, look, see, that's what I was talking about. It's time dated and stamped right there. While you over saying I'm crazy, you can clearly see that clown right there if this is what you're seeing. I still think that Kai, Winter, and Ivy got something going on. And a little bit of the neighbor. But we're going to get to them in a minute. So now she's like, there's nobody here. I done got this knife. I'm getting extra doggone workout in because I'm running over this whole entire house because you think you keep on seeing clowns. Now we got doggone the son Oz. He's having like what I thought was really something happening. But now it's like, well, if they breaking glass, then clearly his mamas would have heard him. But now he's having nightmares. Now I don't know if her paranoia is like rubbing off on him, or Winter done something into his head and then gave him something, put something on his pillow, got something sprayed in the air to where he's like freaking out and having nightmares. But I know she's not up to no good, and we all know this. So we got Kai all across the screen. They show him getting wheeled off in the ambulance because he done got unjustly beat up. Now we know that that was a well-deserved tail whooping. You can't just be like putting doggone pee in a condom and throwing it at people and not expecting a reaction. Well, of course, this is what he wanted. He wanted the world to see that these angry immigrants are over here just beating up people and stealing people's jobs when that's clearly not happening. Now, we got two people over there. Oh my goodness, it was so horrifying. They just beat that man up. But good thing we have, you know, social media and phones that we can record all this stuff. You know, granted, we didn't record him putting that pee in that condom and throwing it at the people, but we got the aftermath nonetheless. Now, these is going to be the new neighbors, and we're going to get to them in a minute. But I'm like, now he's giving press conference to talk about some, I'm here for the people, and I'm going to run for city council so I can take the spot of the chains, because, you know, they was murdered, suicided. That is not a word. They was, you know, when the murder, suicide, and they, you know, spot is no longer available to them. So I'm going to go ahead and be on the student council so I can put my agenda out there that all immigrants are out here to murder and rape people. Yeah, murder, rape. I thought I said rape or murder at the same time. Like twice, but murder and rape people. That's his whole agenda. Like, all these workers, these migrant workers are stealing our jobs. They're raping and stealing from people. And I'm like, no, they're not. But, you know, these is, you know, 45 people. That's all I'm going to say. So, we got Allie. Now, Allie girl, You are afraid of everything under the sun, and you extra paranoid. But why are you over these people's house being like sneaky? I know the chain's dad over here, and you want to know what's going on. But see, this how you freak out easily. Why are you looking into these people's house? And the new neighbors happen to be the people who videotaped Kai getting his tail whooped. Like I said, a justifiable tail whooping, but tail whooping nonetheless. So I'm like, what these people got going on? Like, why? What is the agenda to make her lose her ever-loving mind? Because we already know Kai and Winter's in on it. I'm suspecting Ivy's in on it too. And I'm suspecting that the new neighbors is on some mess. Because, you know, they seem a little like they in on it too. So I'm like, why are we going after her to make her seem so crazy? I mean, I know we only 2 episodes in, but my mind won't let me just sit there and just go through things. I want to know what's going on. Apologize for looking at my phone, because if I try to block out me looking at my phone, then my green screen is not going to stay on there the whole time. And I figured you guys would like to see the green screen, what I put back there, instead of just the green screen itself. Okay, so go with me on this one. So y'all, we got Winter giving us Wednesday Addams minus the black hair. She's giving all the creepiness to it. She's giving the 2 ponytails. She's almost somewhat looking like something that Wednesday would wear, but in an all-black version. I'm like, girl, you are so extra creepy. And I'm wondering how come this little boy is not telling his mama what's going on at home. She done gave him a doll of Twisty. Now, you know the boy already, what you keep on saying is seeing things. What you got going on? Then she gonna leave him over there with the new neighbors. Now, when is somebody gonna check her about leaving your son with strangers? When are we gonna do that? Can somebody please tell me the new neighbors is the ones that videotape Kai getting his justified tail whooping? Okay, you the nanny. Why are we leaving son over there with people we don't know? And of course, they beekeepers, and Allie, she's fit the doggone to pass out yet again because she sees the holes in the bees. But she's like, we don't know if he's allergic. Get from over there. But it's like, oh, these bees, they, you know, they fine. They under their trans, you know, what's it called? You know, they all calm because they got the smoke on them. But I'm like, I don't care. My son shouldn't be over here with you. Ain't a child first in sight. Why are you leaving my son with strangers? I don't even care if it was a child in sight. I don't know these people. Why is my son here? So they get to telling how, you know, because Allie's already like, why y'all buy this house or somebody was killed in it? Like, I'm not feeling that. Like, what y'all got going on? I'm with you on that one, because I would be scared too. Like, what y'all got going on that y'all moved into a house where somebody was freshly killed at? What's going on? So that's like, you know, we got bad credit, you know, we went through a few bankruptcies, and the owners of the house, you know, was like, we ain't gonna be able to sell this, so they gave it to us, and they just gave us the deeds. So now they overlook like, oh my God, they were renting. Yes, they were renting. People were renting houses, y'all. Don't over clutching your invisible pearls because the chains was renting. Just because y'all can buy a house don't mean everybody can. So I felt some type of way about that. So the new neighbors, they're husband and wife, but it's not a traditional husband and wife. They made a pact. They was best friends. Made a pact like, hey, if we're not married by 35, we just gonna marry each other. The husband is gay and he get to go do his thing as long as, you know, he ain't disrespecting her and don't nobody find out. Like once a month, just go out there and do your thing. She's don't like to go outside all that much because she was an outside lover, but then she got skin cancer, so she can't do that no more. I already said how Allie was weirded out about them, you know, moving in like that. But I'm with you on that one, girl. So, alarm goes off at the restaurant. Who volunteers to go? Allie. I'm like, girl, really? You volunteering to go? You scared of everything. You just hyperventilated because you thought you saw a clown in the house. You was freaking out because you saw some clowns at the store. But you want to go at nighttime to go check on the restaurant. My first thought was, you stupid. You know you scared of everything. Go ahead, send Ivy down there. Then I was like, don't we have like restaurant managers for that? I mean, I know y'all own the store. But like, shouldn't the manager be like somebody you can assign to go ahead and do that? I was like, I guess that's part of the plot, so let's go send her down there. So, what do? We find a dead body. Now, a little bit in me, I want to see her you know, get stuck in that freezer. Because I've been like, see, that's what you get. You should have stayed your tail at home. I wanted to be that. But no, it's the chef. He is hanging from a meat hook. So now let's blame the Mexican sous chef. Believe he was a sous chef. We're going to blame him because he got into it with head chef earlier that day. So let's go ahead and blame him. And you know, another immigrant out here killing folks and hurting folks. But then we find out that they said that I was like, she was talking to her shrink. I know I'm all over the place, but she was like, did she tell you that I killed him? I was like, oh snap, did you go in there and stab him? But no, he was hanging from meat hook and she tried to lift him up. He slipped and the meat hook went in further and he died. I'm like, I don't know why you thought you was going to be able to lift up that man off that meat hook, but like A for effort, I guess. But, you know, counselor dude was there, but she was like, she feels justified now that all her fears are not in vain, because ever since Trump has been in office, that things have been going south. And I'm like, I kind of agree with her on that one, because people been showing their true colors ever since Trump got into office. They just like blatantly being racist. Like they was like racist on the slide, but now they just letting all their racist flags show. But anyways, so she go over to neighbor's house. And when I'm watching shows like that, my mind is always thinking, girl, what are you doing? I would not do something like that. Like, the neighbor's got an arsenal of weapons. And she's touching weapons. I'm like, girl, if they wanted to frame you for murder, they got your prints all over there, girl. What you doing handling that gun? See, that's where my mind goes on this one. But she's like, she want a gun for protection. I'm like, girl, you gonna mess around and shoot you and your whole family because you didn't see the doggone it, the shadow from a tree outside, and you done freaked out and killed everybody. You don't need a gun. You don't need no type of weapon. You need to take your medicine and sit down in the corner at this point. But I still think that Ivy and Kai and Winter and the neighbors are, you know, really doing something to make her seem crazy. Don't know what it is, but I feel it. So we got Kai out here, you know, campaigning to be on the student council. He done showed up at their door. He talking about, so, have you ever been scared in your life? What is that behind your back? It's a knife. Yeah, because all these immigrants are out here raping and killing us. And she's like, that don't sound right. Where you hear that from? Facebook? So Facebook is actual news now. You know, people lie on Facebook that they don't. But anyways, we not finna listen to what you got to say because you done heard it on Facebook. Just because it's on the internet, don't make it true. But after he couldn't get her with that because, you know, she like, that sounds like something Trump would say, and therefore I don't believe it. And you said you got it on Facebook, and that's not a credible source. So I'm gonna, you know, need you to exit off my line. And he was like, can I use your phone? Can I use the bathroom? My car broke down. I'm like, no, there is a gas station right up the street. Maybe they'll let you use a payphone. Well, not payphone, because you know payphones. I did see a payphone the other day and I was shocked. Like, it wasn't just the stand, but it was actual payphone on it. And you could have like knocked me over with a feather. But anyway, maybe they'll let you use a phone and you can go down there and relieve yourself. But you're not finna come up in my house. That's what I'm going to tell you right there. So we got Alice sitting in the kitchen, minding her business, and Winter rolls up on her. And my first thought was, girl, you glad you didn't get, you know, sucker punched dead in the gut, rolling up on this paranoid girl right here. But she tells her that, you know, he up in bed, he fine, he cool, everything's alright. But I'm like, then she talking about something, you may need to relax, let me draw you a bath. First of all, I'm grown, I don't need you to draw me a bath. Second, I'm like, Allie, girl, before she went upstairs to draw your bath, you could have been like, you know what, you sit down here and watch TV, get on your phone, do whatever, eyes for sleep. I can run my own bath. I don't need you in here running my bath, because I don't know what you're going to put in that bath to have me hallucinate and seeing things up over here. But nonetheless, she lets Winter draw her a bath. Not really sure why. I can draw my own bath. I got my own bubbles. I got my own bath salts. I don't need what you got and whatever little extra else you got to put in there. So she's sitting there taking a bath, and next thing you know, Winter come out of nowhere. I'm like, first of all, I'm in here by myself trying to relax. Why are you in here giving me a bath? She wasn't doing it at first until like the lights went out, so now she wouldn't get scared. And this is where I was looking at Allie sideways, because she's like, Winter, is eyes alright? It's a blackout. You should be going checking on your own baby. I know Winter is the nanny, but that's your child. Just remember that, okay? That's your child. So neighbor dude comes over like, it's a blackout. I heard it on the radio that 8 states have gone blackout. I don't know if it's North Koreans. I don't know what it is, but we're under attack. Here's some candles. I'm out. Deuces. Okay. I thought we were safety in numbers. Why don't you bring your wife over there into this secure home and make sure everything's all right? Meanwhile, Oz is upstairs thinking he's dreaming because Winter done told him. He's like, I don't know if I'm dreaming or not. All you gotta do is ask. I guess because he's a child and he don't know the difference between a dream and reality. But I know every time I'm dreaming, mainly because my dreams don't be making no kind of sense anyways. But anyways, Winter's like, okay, so I'm gonna get my coat and I'm gonna check on my mama and my ceramics. Even though the whole city and several other states are on blackout, I'm gonna leave, even though it could be the purge out there, to go check on my mom and my ceramics. So, lastly, yeah, I knew that doggone sous chef was gonna get shot, because Allie over there talking to Ivy on the phone. She think that doggone have the worst, like, hyperventilation, pass out moment of her whole entire life, because Ivy gone. She don't know if they under attack. So Ivy sends the sous chef over there with supplies. One, why was he coming through the back door? Just want to know that, because that looks like the back door to me. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me, but just do it in a nice way. So she's like, Oz, we're going to run across the street and make sure you hold on to my hand and don't let go. And as soon as she opens the door, she shoots Chef Dude. So this is why you don't need a gun, because you saw one thing and got to shooting. What if it had been Ivy? Ivy would have been up out of here. And the fact that it wasn't Ivy that took it over there, furthermore, makes me believe that Ivy's in on it. Like, let me send this immigrant work over here. Even though he's not immigrant, he was born in the USA. He's, I think, in San Diego or San Antonio, one of the two. You sent him over there, and he ended up getting shot. Tell me I'm not the only one that was thinking that. See, I'm telling y'all. She up to something. I just don't know what. I don't know why they out to get her. But I do believe, and I could be wrong, that Ivy, Winter, Kai, and the new neighbors don't have their names yet. But they are out to get Allie. For some reason, not really sure why. So, that was the gist of it. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like always, I thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.